students, Sairam, this is Megha Miss here, and today we will start with a new lesson, that is lesson number 10, Space Mission. This is our last chapter students which we are doing now. This is our session 1. Now this is totally a theoretical based chapter students. You have to learn by heart the answers here, and the sums are also there which you need to solve. Some of the formulas you need to remember in this chapter. Okay, so self study type of a chapter, you need to learn the concepts and all. Okay, simple ones related to space and all which you have studied till now many times in your science lessons only. Okay, so we'll continue with the lesson. We'll see what we are going to see. So the space mission. Man has always been curious about the sun, moon, stars and the world beyond the earth. Initially, man tried to observe space with telescopes. Later, he launched many artificial satellites and equipment like telescopes in space. Okay, so slowly the advancements in the technology went on. Okay, man eventually made many journeys to space and has even built a space station for his stay and research in space. Subsequently, he undertook many unmanned space missions beyond the Earth's orbit to understand and study space beyond the Earth and even beyond the solar system. Okay, so man has eventually he had made many journeys. Okay, students. So there are 4 specific objectives of the space mission. Now here in this chapter everything we are going to study about the artificial satellites and all. Okay, now what were those 4 specific objectives, student? To launch artificial satellites in the Earth's orbit for study and research. Second, to launch artificial satellites in the Earth's orbit for various purposes like telecommunication, weather study, radio and TV program transmissions, etc. So whatever you know how much advanced technology we are using now, right? So all these things man wanted, and hence he started the study. Okay, to send artificial satellites beyond the Earth's orbit to observe, study and collect the information about other planets, meteors, meteoroids, asteroids and comets. Okay, so he wanted to study all this thing, asteroids and meteors and all, comets, how are they. Okay, to understand the part of the universe beyond the solar system. So beyond these planets, what exactly is there that the man wanted to study. So he did many of these space missions. Okay, now the artificial satellites. Now you have heard this word a lot of time. Okay, scientists of several countries including India have sent artificial satellites into space. Okay, student, these satellites revolve around the earth. The first satellite was sent by USSR on 4th October 1957. It was called Sputnik 1. Today there are many satellites in the space. So the first one was Sputnik. India has sent her first satellite into the space on 19th April 1975. It was called Aryabhatta. So you must be knowing this. You must have studied in your GK also. Okay, students. So I told you this is a theoretical based chapter. Since then, India has sent many more artificial satellites into space. So as you know, after getting that confidence, yes, we can also send the satellites and study the different things. India also started sending many more artificial satellites. Okay, students. Now this is the Sputnik which was sent the satellite into the space by the India. Okay. Now these are the very important students. You have to remember all the names of this satellites. Okay. Question can be given as short form can be given, you have to write the long form, or long form can be given, short form you have to write. Okay, so INSAT, Indian National Satellite, GSAT, Geosynchronous Satellite, IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, IRS, Indian Remote Sensing Satellite, GSLV, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. So all this you are going to learn by heart. Okay, students. Now this is the table, very important table, student. Question may be asked on based on this table. So these are the types of the satellites. Okay, now the weather satellite is there, communication satellite, broadcast satellite, navigational satellite, military satellite, Earth observation satellite. So these are the different types of the satellite. Question can be asked on this. Okay, So function of each satellite you should remember, and the names of the Indian satellite series and their launch vehicles. This whole table if you learn, you can write the answer. Okay student. So weather satellite, study and prediction of weather. INSAT and GSAT, launcher GSLV. Okay. Communication satellite, establish communication between different locations in the world through use of specific waves. INSAT and GSAT again, launcher GSLV. Broadcast satellite, telecasting of television programs. INSAT and GSAT, launcher is again GSLV. Navigational satellite, fix the location of any place on the Earth's surface in terms of its very precise latitude and longitude. Okay. IRNSS, launcher PSLV. Now only we have seen the full form of everyone's. Okay. Military satellite, collect information for security aspects. Okay. From India, nothing, it is a dash there. Okay. Earth observation satellite, study of forest, deserts, oceans, polar ice on the Earth's surface, exploration and management of natural resources, observation and guidance in case of natural calamities like flood and earthquake. So it is important student. Okay. IRS, and the launcher is PSLV. Okay students, so as I told you, if you learn, they can ask you types of satellite. If it is a 2-mark question, at least you have to write about the 4. Okay, functions. If they have asked you in detail, then you write the names of the Indian satellite series and also its launcher. Okay students, now we will continue. The orbits of the artificial satellites. Now what are these orbits of artificial satellites student? All artificial satellites do not revolve in similar orbits around the Earth. Okay. The function of the satellite decide the height of the satellite's orbit from the Earth's surface, the nature of the orbit, circular or will it be elliptical, and whether the orbit shall be parallel to the equator or making some angle with it. Okay. To put the satellite in its proper orbit at specific height above the Earth's surface, the satellite is taken to that height using a satellite launcher. Okay, to take this, what is a satellite launcher? It will take the satellite to a particular height. Okay student. Then the satellite is given a specific velocity known as critical velocity students, which we write it as VC. Okay, in a tangential direction to the orbit. The satellite then starts revolving around the Earth. The formula for velocity VC can be derived as follows. So we can calculate the velocity VC. So we have to, the satellite is given specific velocity. Okay, so we are giving that specific velocity, and yes, we can calculate its value. Okay, how much to be given. Okay students, so see, if a satellite of a mass m is revolving around the Earth in the orbit of height h with a speed VC, then as seen in gravitation chapter, centripetal force is there student. Yes, we have seen, which we will write as mvc square upon r will act on it. Okay, here r is the orbital radius of the satellite from the center of the Earth. This centripetal force is provided by the, yes, by whom it is provided student? By the gravity of the Earth. This centripetal force is because of the gravity of the Earth. Okay, so see here, you can see how the satellite, it is going to move. The satellite's orbit is shown students. See, this is the satellite's orbit. Here is your satellite C, and it is tangential. As it is told, it is going to be a tangent with the circle, right? So we have taken it as VC. So orbit of an artificial satellite, you can see the diagram, important. Therefore, centripetal force is equal to gravitational force between the Earth and the satellite. So it will be, centripetal force will be equal to what students? The gravitational force between the Earth and the satellite. So between whatever the gravitational force is there between the Earth and satellite, it will be equal to centripetal force. Okay, so how we can write? mvc square upon r plus h. Okay, we have to take height also, is equal to gmm upon r plus h the whole square. Okay, this is the gravitational force formula which we write. Okay students, so we'll proceed now. Vc square is equal to gm upon r plus h. What you will take student it as? Vc square is equal to gmm upon r plus h. So VC will become root of gmm upon r plus h. Okay, now g here is the gravitational constant, that is the value is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Okay, okay students, equal to the mass of the earth, okay, which we are going to take 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. R is the radius of the earth, student, that is 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter, which we can convert into 6400 kilometer. H is the height of the satellite above the earth's surface. R plus h, okay, that is the radius of the orbit of the satellite. Okay students, I hope it is clear. VC is equal to, how you will calculate, student, what formula? Root gmm upon r plus h. Important to remember the formula. Okay, now high earth orbits. Now only we saw that yes, satellites, they will be revolving, they are not together revolving, all orbits will be not same. Okay, so there can be different orbits, and the first one in that we are studying, that is the high earth orbits. Now height from the earth's surface will be more than 35780 kilometers. Okay, important to remember this value, students. In the answer you have to mention this value. Now if the height of the satellite's orbit above the earth's surface is greater than or equal to 35780 kilometer, the orbit is called high earth orbit. Okay students, these satellites are also called as geosynchronous satellites. Since these satellites are stationary with reference to the earth, they can observe a specific portion of the earth continuously. They can study one specific portion of the earth as they are stationary, okay, with reference to the earth. Therefore, they are used in the applications like meteorology and for carrying signals for telephones, television, radio, etc. Okay, here important, student, this is also an important answer, student. You have to learn this answer also. High earth orbit, 3 different 3-mark question it can ask. Okay, and you have to write both these points. Okay, now medium earth orbit, height above the earth's surface 2000 kilometer to 35780 kilometers. If the height of the satellite orbit above the earth's surface is in between 2000 kilometer and 35780 kilometer, the orbit are called medium earth orbits. Okay students, so the geostationary satellites orbit above the equator. These are therefore not useful in the study of polar regions. We cannot use them in the study of polar regions. Okay student, for this purpose elliptical medium earth orbits passing over the polar regions are used. These orbits are called polar orbits. In these orbits, the satellites complete one revolution in 2 to 24 hours. Some of these satellites revolve in circular orbits at a height of around 20,200 km above the Earth's surface. Global positioning satellites revolve in such orbits. So you have global positioning satellites to study this polar regions. Okay student, we cannot use the medium Earth orbit for that purpose. Okay, now next is the low earth orbit satellites. They are the height above the earth's surface is 180 km to 2000 kilometers. If the height of the satellite orbit above the earth's surface is in between 180 kilometers and 2000 kilometers, students, the orbits are called as low earth orbits. The satellites used for specific experiments and atmospheric studies revolve in low earth orbits. Okay, so depending on the height of their orbits, they complete one revolution in around 90 minutes. Okay, International Space Station and Hubble telescope also revolve in the low earth orbits. Okay, you must have sometime read out this words. Okay, that is about these words of the satellites. Okay, Hubble telescope and the International Space Station. Okay students, so I hope all the 3 are clear to you. This whatever range of the height is given, very important to study. Okay, now so these are the orbits of the satellites. You can see MEO is the medium earth orbit, low earth orbit, and the HEO. Okay students, now satellite launch vehicles. Now satellite launch vehicles are used to place the satellites in their specific orbits. So for this we are using a satellite launch vehicles. The functioning of the satellite launch vehicle is based on the Newton's third law of motion. The launch vehicles uses specific type of a fuel. So specific type of a fuel is used, students. The gas produced due to combustion of the fuel expands due to its high temperature and is expelled forcefully through the nozzles at rear side of the launch vehicle. Okay, so there is what, students? A gas is produced due to the combustion of that fuel, and due to its high temperature, what will happen, that gas will expel out with a very forcefully through the nozzle which is at the rear side of the launch vehicle. As a reaction of this, a thrust acts on the vehicle which drives the vehicle high into the space. It will thrust means a force, a very force will be exerted, right? So what it will do, it will take the which will drive that vehicle into the space with that force. Okay, the structure of the launch vehicle is decided by the weight of the satellite and the type of the satellite orbit. The fuel of the vehicle also depends on this factor, which fuel to be added to that vehicle. Okay, the fuel forms a major portion of the total weight of the launch vehicle. Thus the vehicle has to carry a large weight of the fuel with it. Okay, and the fuel is also kept into the the launch vehicle. So the launch vehicle is becoming very heavy. Okay, to overcome this problem, launch vehicles with more than one stages are used. Due to this, the weight of the vehicle can be reduced step by step after its launching. For example, consider a launch vehicle having two stages. We will see how a two stages launch vehicle is used to reduce this weight. Okay. Now, for launching the vehicle, the fuel and the engine in the first stage are used. This imparts a specific velocity to the vehicle and takes it to a certain height. Okay, this is the first stage. Once the fuel in this first stage is exhausted, means it is getting over, the empty fuel tank and the engine are detached from the main body of the vehicle and fall either into the sea or on an unpopulated land. Okay, so it is done in that way only, that once that fuel is getting over, what will happen, that tank and the engine, it will automatically get detached from the main body and it will fall down. In the sea at least it will fall, or it will be falling on the unpopulated land. Okay, as the fuel in the first stage is exhausted, okay, it has got exhausted, the fuel in the second stage is ignited. So once the fuel in the first stage gets completed, now the second fuel will be used up. However, the vehicle now contains only one, that is the second stage fuel, right? The weight now being reduced, the vehicle can move with higher speed. Almost all vehicles are made of either two or more stages. As an example, the structure of the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is PSLV, developed by ISRO of India. It contains of two or more than two stages. Okay, students. So, this is the structure of PSLV made by ISRO, students. Place for the satellite, you can see the diagram properly in the text also it is given. Okay, then you have the fourth stage using liquid fuel. See how many stages are there. First stage using solid fuel, second stage liquid fuel, again third stage using solid, and again liquid. So 4 stages are there, students. Okay, and the place for the satellite is placed here. Okay, and engine using the solid fuel which provides the initial thrust. Okay, initial thrust means initial they should need some force to go up in the space, right? So that initial things will be provided by this engine. Okay, and how many stages it has got? 4 stages. So if the first stage fuel is over, student, it will get detached. Okay, then the second stage will be used up, then the third stage, and then the fourth stage. Okay, I hope it is clear till here. Yes. So the launch vehicles are costly because they can be used only once. Okay, this is what you can say, that yes, a drawback. Okay, USA has therefore developed space shuttle figure 10.5b. okay, you can see it in the diagram, which returns to the earth except for the fuel tank and can be reused in multiple launches. So what it has done, it has developed a space shuttle which will come back to the earth. Okay, only the fuel tank will not come and can be reused in multiple launches. So see, you can see the space shuttle, it looks in this way. Separation of the fuel tank in this way it will take. Okay, and satellite is launched, see, in the orbit, and the space shuttle returns to the earth. Okay, so what will happen, this space shuttle will come back to the earth. Okay, and the satellite will be getting launched. Okay students, so this was made by USA. Okay, so I hope whatever part we have done today, whatever things we studied, please go through it properly. Now in this chapter, as I told you, the types of the satellite answer is important, high earth orbits and all, whatever we studied, the 3 types of the orbits, you are going to learn that by heart. Okay, and the formula you will remember, VC, to calculate the critical velocity. Okay students, I hope today's part you have understood. We'll meet in the next presentation and continue with the lesson. Okay students, so thank you. Sai Ram. Take care.